Namaskar. Many students complain about all other things for their failure. They say their teachers don't teach properly, and in their school there is no infrastructure, say laboratory, playground, and so on. They complain that their parents are not educated. They complain that there is no facility in their house for their study. I am 100% correct. All other things are wrong. This will be the attitude. Today I will tell you one story of a student. Though he lacked all these things which I explained so far, he succeeded for the singular reason he had that strong willpower. The story is none other than Ekalavya. The story is from Mahabharata. I don't know whether in any part of the world there is a story of such a student like Ekalavya. Ekalavya, he was a tribal boy who lived in forests. And among in those days, archery was a great knowledge. That was the Vidya, greatest Vidya. He wanted to master over that archery. Why? What was the purpose? Though the tribal people who lived in the forest, they would have domesticated some cattle, sheep, and so on. There was a threat from the wild animals on these domestic animals. So wild animals would attack and take away these domestic animals. He wanted to save those domestic animals, and that is the purpose of his learning archery. And among in those days, Dronacharya was the greatest master. Even today, government of India has instituted a prize for the best coaches in the name of Dronacharya. This boy, Ekalavya, went to Dronacharya, asked to be taken as a student. But Dronacharya had a problem. He would teach only the princess, that is, Kauravas and Pandavas, for which he would be paid. He was a teacher at the court of Dhritarashtra. So he could not take Ekalavya. So bound by his loyalty, duty, he denied taking Ekalavya as his student. But Ekalavya made another request. Though you can't teach me, can you give me permission to make a bust of you and install at a place? And thinking that you are actually there in your presence, I will try to learn myself. For this request, Dronacharya need not have to lose anything. He granted permission. So Ekalavya, no guru, okay, no infrastructure, no parental care, they are tribal people, no AC classroom. He installed the bust of Dronacharya, and before that he would practice. He would shoot an arrow. And after that, imagine if Dronacharya was present, how he would correct me. No, your arrow, your aim should be still more accurate. And the strength of pulling the arrow or pulling the bow is not proper. So all these things he would imagine and try to correct himself. And by this continuous practice, singular practice, he didn't have any classmates also. And he made a mastery over this archery. Even now in Olympics, archery is a game. Okay. Anyway, in archery there is one kind called Shabdavedi. Ordinary archery is you will be seeing an animal or an object, you will shoot it accurately. But without seeing the object, suppose an animal is drinking water from a pond, it will be making sound. Listening to the sound, though the animal is invisible, you will shoot the arrow so that the animal is killed. Not only that, you will understand which is the animal. And once it so happened, he shot an arrow towards a Shabdavedi. He was not seeing. It was a wild pig which was drinking water from a pond. And he went searching for that killed wild pig. He saw two arrows. What had happened was, at the same time, Dronacharya had come with Arjuna and other princes for hunting. And Dronacharya had taught Arjuna Shabdavedi. And, and both of them, they came together. And then Dronacharya came to know that this boy had shot the other arrow more accurately than Arjuna. It had pierced into the wild pig still more severely. Then he wondered who he was. Then Ekalavya touched the feet of Dronacharya and told his identity. Dronacharya was pleased, but Dronacharya had vowed that he would make Arjuna the greatest archer in the world. With this boy at the competition, Arjuna will lose chance. So to keep his promise, he asked that boy's thumb by which he would pull the bow as a Guru Dakshina. That is a different story. I will not go after that. But concentrate your attention about what kind of student this Ekalavya would have been. Did he have tension, stress, fear, examination? Nothing he had. He was not that literate also. I don't know whether he knew reading and writing at all. Such a boy can learn. And why not other students? It is only a weak student, a weak-minded, fragile-minded student who complains about all other things. A student who has a conviction in learning, a thirst for knowledge, and ready to sacrifice everything. Don't complain on the circumstances. He is singularly minded on his learning. That is all the need of a good student. Thank you.